Next to that, we have All That Glitters Is Not Gucci. It's a Poseur novel, and that is by Rachel Maud. Then we have the A-List books by Zoe Dean. So we have the A-List, Girls on Film, Blonde Ambition, Tall Cool One, Back in Black, Some Like It Hot, and American Beauty by Zoe Dean. Above that, we have my Pretty Little Liars books. I'm missing some books in between Pretty Little Liars and Unbelievable because they're all on my Nook, but we have Pretty Little Liars, Unbelievable, Wicked, Killer, and Heartless. Oh, these are by Sarah Shepard, by the way, which is also the same author of The Lion Game. Then we have Peaches and the Secret of Peaches by Jodi Lynn Anderson, and I have not read these two books. Airhead and Being Nikki by Meg Cabot. I have read these two books. Sweet Scarlet and Scarlet Fever by Maureen Johnson. I have not read these two books. The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants by Anna Brashears, and then The Second Summer of the Sisterhood by the same author, and I read the first one. I've not read the second one. I don't plan to, really. I don't know. I don't have any, motivation to read it right now. Then we have The Chicken Soup for the Preteen Soul by these authors right here. Then we have Friend Me and Besties by Kathy Hopkins, which these two books are bind-ups. They're the first bind-ups I ever got, and I wasn't really a huge fan of them. I have not even read Besties, but I have read Friend Me. And then above these books up here, I have a, oriental-looking piggy bank, actually, that I got from one of my uncles. Okay, so this camera's kind of heating up, so I better go through this fast. The Meanest Doll in the World by Anna M. Martin and Laura Goodwin. Pictures by Brian Selznick. And this is the second book of the Doll People books. I absolutely loved those when I was in elementary school. Then we have Best Friends Forever by Jennifer Weiner. I didn't know this was an adult book when I picked it up, and I picked that up when I was in the 8th grade, so I've not read that book. I might one day, but as of right now, I'm not interested in reading it. Two Tori Spelling books, and this is Storytelling, and then Mommy Wood. John Green's The Fault in Our Stars. I have read this. I have not read these two. I have read this one a long time ago, and I said I didn't read that one. North of Beautiful by Justine Headley. It's Not You, It's Me by Carrie Cohen Hoffman, something like that. I have not read these two books. I haven't read Once Dead, Twice Shy by Kim Harrison or Three Willows by Anna Brashears. I have read The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith. I did enjoy that book very much, and I love the cover of that book. Then over here we have my most favorite part of my bookshelf. I don't know why. I think it's just the cutest. We have some opera glasses, these antique ones, which I got for only $8 at this resale shop, and this leather case is breaking, but it's really cool, and I think things like this add some awesome character to my bookshelf. Then next to that we have this little cute box that was handmade. I wish I had something very dainty and delicate to put in here, but I use the dainty and delicate things that I would put in here, so I just keep that up there. I have a jewelry box there. And then in here I have a box that I painted, and it says something like Live Your Life to the Fullest by James Dean. It doesn't say that, but the quote intends to say that. So then right next to that we have books by, here, we'll start at the top. Nicole and the Viscount by Meg Cabot, and Ready or Not by Meg Cabot, and Victoria and the Rogue by Meg Cabot. I have read Ready or Not, which is the second book to All-American Girl, I believe, but I'm not going to ever read Nicole and the Viscount or Victoria and the Rogue because I'm just not very interested. It doesn't sound very appealing to me. Then we have Summer Boys, Next Summer, After Summer, and Last Summer by Haley Abbott. I have read all these books. The Summer I Turned Pretty, It's Not Summer Without You, and We'll Always Have Summer by Jenny Han. I have read all these books, and I love them. Then we have LA Candy, Sweet Little Lies, and Sugar and Spice by Lauren Conrad. I have read the first two books. I have not read Sugar and Spice. I am planning to get the spin-off book she has written, which is something game. I don't really remember. Then we have Don't Judge a Girl by Her Cover and Cross My Heart and Hope to Spy by Allie Carter. I did own the first book, which was I'd Tell You I'd Love You, but then I'd have to kill you, something like that. I had the signed copy, but then someone borrowed it and never returned it. Then moving on to the side here, we have Anna and the French Kiss and Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins. Anna and the French Kiss is now my favorite book. We have Dreamland, That Summer, Keeping the Moon, Someone Like You, This Lullaby, Just Listen, Truth About Forever, Long for the Ride, and Lock and Key by Sarah Shepard. And these are all standalone books as well as Stephanie Perkins books. Next to that, we have Perfect Chemistry by Simone Alcalez, and I'm currently reading this book, but I just tossed this up here so I could show you, but I am currently reading this book. Other Words for Love by Lorraine Zago Rosento. Oh my gosh, I just recently read that book. That was the book I finished right before this one. I will do a review hopefully once finals are over. Hopefully I don't forget everything. But this book, I have such a love-hate relationship with it. But I would recommend this, and just in case you were wondering. I just realized I told you guys that I read Mockingjay. I did not read Mockingjay. I haven't finished that book yet. And I did not finish 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. I'm currently reading it on my Goodreads account, but I guess I'm just leaving off until I find the motivation to read that book. Then we have The Unwritten Rule, Perfect You, Something Maybe, and Bloom by Elizabeth Scott. These are all standalone books. I have not read Bloom, but the rest I have read. Then we have Something Like Fate and Waiting for You by Suzanne Colasanti. I have read Something Like Fate. I have not read Waiting for You. Girl at Sea and then 13 Little Blue Envelopes by Maureen Johnson. These are both standalone books. I have read both of these books, but I read them in middle school in the 7th grade, so I don't remember everything, but I remember enjoying them. Next to that, we have Forget You and Love Story by Jennifer Eccles. I have read both of these books. I absolutely love Forget You. I was not a huge fan of Love Story, but Forget You was an amazing book. Next to that, we have some Meg Cabot books. We have Avalon High, Pants on Fire, and these both are standalone books. Then we have some Alison Noel books. Faking 19 and Cruel Summer. I have read Cruel Summer. I thought that book was okay. I did not read Faking 19. I haven't yet, but I probably will one day. Next to that, we have some Lauren Barnholt books. Before Anna and the French Kiss, Two-Way Street was my favorite book of all time, which I still really love it, but Anna and the French Kiss just takes its place. Watch Me and then Aces Up. They're all standalone books. The Fine Art of Truth or Dare by Melissa Jensen. Again, another standalone book. I thought it was okay. We have Dead is the New Black by Marlene Perez, Zoe Dean's Almost Famous, and it's a talent novel, Alice Springs by Nikki Jamal. I have not read these 3 books, but I have read Dash and Lily's Book of Dares by Rachel Kahn and David Levithan. I have read Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. I have read The Summer of Skinny Dipping by Amanda Howell. I have not read Nothing Like You by Lauren Stein. What is this? Oh, my camera doesn't focus, but it's by Laura Strasnick. Then we have The Devil Wears Prada by Lauren Westberg. Because I'm Furniture by... I had the same problem in the last bookshelf tour by Something Chatless. Oh my gosh, my hand is really hurting. Okay, then underneath that, we have The Last Song and another copy of The Last Song by Nicholas Sparks. And my friend left her copy here, so if she's watching this video, she knows that it's here, and if she wants to read it, she can just pick it back up. Then we have Summer Intern by these 2 authors, which I wish my camera could focus, but it looks like that. So then we have Sunkissed, and this is a really cool book. This is like an SAT vocabulary novel, so it can help you prepare for the SATs without having to go through all that boring stuff. Then we have the Paris by Melissa De La Cruz. I don't know how to pronounce that, but yes, this is by her. I have not read that. I have not read this. I have not read Summer Intern, but I have read The Last Song. I haven't read Because I'm Furniture. I haven't read The Devil Wears Prada, and then we're back to Hex Education by Emily Gold and Zareen Jaffrey. I have not read that. And then Prada and Prejudice by Mandy Hubbard, I think was the name. I have not read that either. Alright, so next to those things, we have My Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. Next to that, we have a ton of other standalone children novels, which I read a few, well, actually, I read most of these when I was younger. I'm not going to go into specifics because I have quite a few and I don't really have enough memory on my camera. Okay, then over here we have a old Polaroid camera, which still needs 600 film. It looks really tacky and ugly closed, it looks like a monster, but it looks so much cooler when it's open, so I just leave it open. It might be damaging the camera, but this camera is pretty much already destroyed. Then next to that, we have a box that I got from Michael's a while ago, and inside we just have quite a few Snapple Cat bottles because I love Snapple. Diet Snapple Peach Tea is my fave. Of that, we have a Paul Frank Easter bunny, which was what my mom got me for Easter. Guys, I just realized that my high school yearbook is sitting right next to a ton of my children books, so I'm just going to have to kind of do this, which let's hope no one from the outside can see. And yeah, I can't really extend much further because my high school stuff, my high school yearbooks, and my old middle school stuff is there. But that is another quick overview of my entire bookshelf. I am sorry, I'm kind of breathless. Again, this is where I'm standing, all the way up here, and I'm on a ladder, and it kind of gets exhausting. I have to go. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!